Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Lowcountry Lunatics with your host, Chef Giuseppe from Apostioli Specialty Foods, Jamie Trussiati from Veltric Intent, and Joe Lavey Jr., Frontline Safety Supply. We're going to get down, we're going to get real, talking Italian food and entertainment from the 80s and 90s, every Friday on the Lunatic Network.
And the mess I made still carries my name. Now I'm sauced, dripping red like blood and wine. From the ruins, I built this life of mine. Every jar's a prayer, every scar's a call. You can't break a man who's already been lost. I'm sorry.
What's up, boys? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
Well, listen,
What's going on?
we have been talking throughout all the episodes we have done this season, and we have brought up a certain name over and over and over again. So we figured, hey, let's bring on Cousin Ed.
There he is.
So-
Yeah. What's going on, guys?
So Cousin Ed is part of our family here. He actually married our cousin Kristen. What year did you guys get married again?
2000. So I wouldn't
2000.
forget the anniversary.
So I would have been 20, old enough to go to a wedding. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's correct. So
Woo, way to start out.
Starting out sharp,
Yes.
man. Holy
woo! So for all of our followers and Chef, you're gonna learn a lot about our family today, our sense of humor, and
I'm already-
hopefully we don't.
Behind the scenes shit before the episode.
Hopefully we don't get canceled, but no promises.
There is that possibility today, I
Yeah.
would say.
Slight
Can't promise
disclaimer
you.
for the viewers. I mean, but this is the Lunatic show, so I mean, like, you're gonna expect some crazy shit, you know?
100%. 100%.
Well, by medical standards, Ed actually falls in that category.
I do.
How
I
so?
do.
Please elaborate.
I'm bipolar.
You're what?
Bipolar.
What?
Bipolar.
Oh,
Yeah. Not a pedophile. Bipolar.
oh,
Yeah, this is gonna be a great show.
This is going to be a hot episode. We need to put a disclaimer in this shit right now.
yes.
Yeah.
And big red letters, warning.
Yes. Flashing.
Uh huh.
I think it's the 20 sessions of electroshock therapy that screwed me up. Along with my Catholic upbringing.
That'll do it, huh?
It's
Let's
like,
just say,
I wonder how that compares to like getting hit with a taser when you're trying to run from the cops.
I can't tell you. I don't run from the cops.
Well, I don't run anywhere either, so it's
again, I only run when the ice cream guy is coming down the street.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you see me
Mr.
run and
Softy.
follow.
I'm training right now, actually. We're only a few more weeks away before the launch.
ice cream truck season is upon us.
Wait,
I-
is Mr. Softy going to be a subject for this episode again? We're going to bring him back up.
Love
Dude,
for us.
you can never have too much
Okay.
Mr. Softy.
We need to contact them. They need to sponsor this episode.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My wife
You remember who I was? Yeah.
I
Well,
covered your whole Buffalo franchise.
We had a guy called Big Dom's, and he used to go around and sell ice cream and stuff. Except when you got to the window, he sold knishes and soft pretzels. So all these other guys,
Nice.
all these other kids, my friends are getting ice cream, and here's my fat ass getting knishes and pretzels.
Give me the carbs.
Yes, hell yeah. I still think it'd be a great idea to have a taco truck, taco and margaritas running around. I think that'd be fantastic.
I'm taking all this damn medication. My wife's calling me Mr. Softy.
Completely different. Yeah, okay.
Different kind of Mr.
I'm not touching that.
Yeah, no.
Sounds
You
like
know what?
no one is.
I'm a guest. I'll leave it alone.
Oh,
no, Ed, you're
oh,
allowed
no,
to blend
please.
right in.
Blend away. Oh my gosh.
So,
We're off to a
Chef,
great start, guys.
a little backstory here. So, Jamie and I have talked about our family reunion in Hilldale, Pennsylvania, which is right near Wilkes-Barre. And so once a year, the family all gets together and we all get together and we all stay at Ed's house, which is about a 45-minute drive from where we hang out every day.
Maybe for you driving. Us, it only takes 20 minutes.
Listen, I fall behind you guys, okay? So shut up. And then we get together again in August at Jamie's house for his big summer party. So we used to do a few years ago we were doing different things in Jamie's area. We'd go up to I don't pronounce it right, Mackinac Island. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yep.
Oh no.
Where was it? Where we all also made it a point to go to Frankenmuth, Michigan, every year as well. Where Ed has some of his most famous stories.
Yeah, I'm not. What was the name of? What's the name of that restaurant? I ain't allowed in there.
Oh, the chicken place. What was that called?
Zenders.
Zenders. Yeah.
Sorry, Zenders, if you're watching this.
Yeah, right.
A 5-year mystery is going to be solved today.
Right here on Lowcountry Lunatics.
I can't even tell the story because.
Listen, all right, it's not my proudest moment, but hey, I used to have a lot of issues with my stomach. So we're walking along, and I couldn't find a bathroom. So here I am in my 50s, and I shit myself. So here I am running into this restaurant, and I get in the bathroom, and I take my underwear off, and I throw them behind the toilet.
Poor Zenders.
And I'm trying to clean myself out in this bathroom full, and I just went commando and left my underwear behind the toilet bowl. And I've never heard the end of it.
God,
These are the shenanigans. These are the memories that we make. It's just.
I'm actually crying right now.
I know. I
can still picture it.
Joey's the only one that knows it. Joey's the only one that knows this. But what was it, like 2 weeks ago? My wife's taking a bath, right? And I come in. I just got home from a meeting. I got a shit real bad, but she's in the bath, and I can't hurry her up. She just got in 10 minutes ago or something. So I took a Target shopping bag. I went in my backyard and I actually shit in the bag, guys. At the time of walking out to the garbage can.
I probably would.
Why didn't you just go in and use the bathroom?
She's in there. I'm not going to kick her out of the bath.
So I make that a normal habit. As soon as my wife goes to the shower, I automatically come in and shit just to aggravate her.
We've seen it. He does.
Oh my goodness. No, we don't have it like that. Me and my wife, now we draw a line right about there.
Nothing sacred at my house.
It's funny you shit in a shopping bag, because when I was a truck driver, I always had about 100 bags, because you didn't know. I was an over-the-road driver for, I don't know, more than 10 years, and you're running on the road, or you have to sit at a desolate location where you're dropping off whatever's on your trailer, and you're like,
where are you going to go?
Dude, I don't know. Dude, Target bags, Walmart bags are your friend.
See,
I like the one where you shit between the two tires of the cab of the semi.
Yeah. It was about 5 degrees outside. We were actually, me and two of my buddies, we all work for the same company. And we get to this, it's an abandoned truck stop. It's just basically a parking lot with a rundown building. Nothing's open. You got to go. You're like, and it was I don't know, 5 degrees or 10 degrees. I don't remember. It was freezing. And I just basically, between the tires, so the tires come down, you just sit right there and
ice cold shit.
Do. Well, actually, the tires were nice and warm from running down the expressway.
Perfect. Yeah.
So
you get off there with little rocks dimpled into your ass, and
yep. Yeah, as an OTR driver, you got to do what you got to do, man. I mean, it's just I follow some trucking pages, and you see some ingenious stuff. But yeah, I've had my share of shopping bags.
Wasn't that year also the same year that Ed jumped out of the car while it was still moving to run into that restaurant after the pizza place we went to?
Denny's.
I told you I'm driving in the parking lot, and I get out of the car. It's still in drive because I have to go to bed. My wife's in the passenger seat trying to put the car in park.
Holy shit.
And all you see is
literally
him clenching his ass cheeks, running across the parking lot, trying to get inside this frickin' Denny's.
You ask Tristan, there's videos on her phone of me doing that in our backyard, getting out of the car and doing the shit run to make it to the bathroom on time.
Squeezing your cheeks together.
No.
Oh God.
I'm gonna be known for my shit stories.
Yeah. Change the subject. Christ Almighty. It stinks.
What you want to talk about, Chef?
I have no idea, man. I'm off my game today, man. Like shit. This caught me off guard.
Boyardee.
I knew it was gonna be crazy. I knew this was gonna be a crazy episode. But, like my bandwidth, but you guys gotta understand, I'm going on 28 hours, no sleep. You know?
Yeah, I noticed when
That's
you're
what makes
texting us at 4 a.m.
Right.
as if
I'm
it's
like-
4 p.m.
No. Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, I've
Bro.
got an idea. Give me a call. I'm like, it's 4:20, bro.
Chef
I
is
haven't slept since last week. Call me.
Yeah.
Chef is
Hey,
literally
got a
Will
minute?
Ferrell from Elf. I got a whole 15 minutes of sleep last night, and I made that
know.
rocking horse.
And I'm not playing it with a full deck. Anyway, you know, even if I had slept, you know, this fucking pain in my neck, I gotta have surgery, and I am all fucked. For this whole month has been fucked. I don't know what has happened. Really don't.
We're gonna have to, you know, what we're gonna have to do that when he has surgery. We have to go live from the hospital room with him laying in bed.
Hey, you guys remember when Tom Green had his balls cut off? He had the cancer in his balls, and they filmed it.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys grab a camera, guys.
I've heard that, but never saw it.
I never saw it either. Hell no, I ain't gonna.
I'd watch it though.
Why not? He was something else, man.
Educational.
Yeah.
Freddie got fingered. You guys see Freddie got fingered?
No.
Yeah, he made that movie.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
favorite movie of all time.
He wrote it, directed it.
Shocking.
I mean, you want to talk about a guy that was literally like huge in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was unstoppable.
Absolutely. Them Jackass, like we don't have shows like that anymore. You know, it's a shame.
No.
People get
And
too
Johnny
offended
Knoxville
too
was
quickly.
old as hell. Did you guys have
Very
you seen
true, bud.
what did Ed say? What?
People get offended too easily nowadays
Yeah.
to do stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
I'm pretty sure within 10 minutes of this show, people are going to be offended. They've been
Yeah.
said enough.
No more Sanford and Son. You know, the
Mhm.
Jeffersons. None of that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Blazing
Could you? I was gonna say, could you imagine if they redid Blazing Saddles? It would be opening credits, closing
I do.
credits.
Yeah.
Nothing in
Yeah.
between.
Blazing
Maybe it's a
Saddles
shot
on
of the
tonight
mountains.
from
Yeah.
7:00 to 7:05.
Yep.
That includes commercials.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy
So-
crap! Yeah, that was.
The
Yeah,
sheriff's,
everybody gets. What's that?
The sheriff's
Oh yeah.
What's that from? What's that?
That was Blazing Saddles.
that's from Blazing
Yeah.
Saddles.
You see, I didn't even.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I don't even know what that show is about. I've heard of it. I've heard of it, but I don't know.
Google it.
Well, now you
Yeah,
have something to watch
It's
tonight.
hysterical. Yep.
So
You will not find anything like that on anywhere nowadays.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Well, I had
no.
I had a conversation, a very interesting conversation yesterday with a film producer, somebody in the film industry, and you guys will get to meet her. She's actually the one writing the screenplay to Sauce, right? The TV show that we're
Mhm.
working on.
Mhm.
It's in development. And she's saying, like, we used to feel like when we're 13 years old and we're watching like anime and Speed Racer and these weird like niche type of shows, like we're the oddballs out, right? But it's like that kind of stuff now is what's becoming sought after, and like it's like validation, really. The weird off the walls, it's like, and there's a power shift in the entertainment industry where it's coming back to like the authenticity is like modern day currency now. And people that are just being real and talking like we're talking on this show, this is what triggers the algorithm, right? And the people that are trying to be themselves too, that's how they find us, and
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
big,
Mhm.
major, mass produced, cookie cut type of shit, fake surface level, the stuff that, is really just playing safe. It's turning on them, because
Right.
now guys like us, which is it's a golden opportunity for guys like us and people that are real content creators that are just being real, being themselves. We're in an
Mhm.
act. This isn't an act. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny
Well, I
as hell, and it's fun.
I think that's why
Yeah.
nostalgia is so big now, right? Because we had more fun back back in the 80s and the 90s, because you could laugh
Yeah.
at certain jokes. You didn't have to watch what you said because nobody meant it in negative ways, right?
Yeah.
All the
No.
different jokes. I mean, think of some of my favorite movies, right? The Jane Silent Bob movies,
Oh my
right? I
God.
mean, all of that was just to be funny. None of it was ever meant to offend anybody, and I think people just miss the way the world used to be. We're so reliant on electronics and stuff. When we were kids, we got beat if we didn't get in the house before dark. Now we're trying to kick our kids out the door and take their phones away. And, if you don't listen to me, you're going to go outside and play. Like,
No.
Yes.
I grew up in Queens, New York, and we had to be in before the street lights came on.
yep.
Same.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. New
Yeah.
Haven. That's how it was too. Mhm.
Yeah. Be home
Every-
before the
It's a sad. I mean, I'm 53 years old. That's the same. I mean, we're only 23 days apart. But it's just like,
Mhm.
man, you look back and what I wouldn't give to go back to the 1985, 1986 for a day just to enjoy myself, to actually drink out of a garden hose. I mean, my kids are like, you drink out of a fucking garden hose? What?
Right.
Why don't you go in the house? I'm like, I wasn't allowed in the house.
Yeah.
8:30, get out.
Right.
You ate at a friend's house for lunch, maybe, or you ate outside on the driveway, and then you had to be home. My dad had a whistle. He could whistle so loud. I mean, I could be a half mile away. I'd be like, okay, I gotta go now. Now I have to go. But these, and I'm guilty. My kids have been, iPads, iPhones, iPod crap, and I
Mhm.
wish I wouldn't have, but it was kind of like everybody else, and it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, if any of our kids, I mean, any of them could go back and experience what we did,
We
yeah,
had more
it's-
fun. We
we
definitely had
did.
more fun.
I think so. I do.
Everybody's
We
close.
left the house.
You go into the grocery store. There's like kids, like maybe 20 years old, 19, and they're sitting down. They got earphones in and just staring at a screen. They look fucking miserable, like zombies. It's sad.
Do you ever notice how they won't make eye contact anymore?
Yeah. Yep.
So like
Because they're always looking down.
my wife and I, we went out to this place that we love to go to for breakfast, and they had a kid that was going around and cleaning the tables, picking up the dishes, all that kind of stuff. And he came over and grabbed our stuff, and I said, "Thank you." He never looked up at me. He had AirPods, both ears, makes absolutely zero eye contact.
And they're on islands. They're all in their own head. They're in their heads. They're still
Yeah.
filled with like their thoughts and so. No matter why, no wonder why there's like so much like violence and shit like that, man. Like
I
That's
think
one of my biggest. That's one of my biggest complaints. Like going into that restaurant. If I owned a restaurant, I don't give it. Like you even do at McDonald's, you'll pull up the first drive-through window, and the girl just like basically holds her hand out, and
Yeah.
she's got her phone in her hand, or she's got AirPod. If I owned a restaurant, no, your phones get locked away. If you need to make a frickin' phone call, you take 2 minutes, you walk away from the counter. But this social media, people are
No,
so
it's-
attached to it and so freaking addicted to it. They have to know what's
Yeah.
going on. Oh my gosh, did you see what my friend is doing here? Or you need it.
Yeah. And social media is telling the kids what they should be angry at and what they shouldn't like and what they should. The only thing good
100%.
about it, I think, is it makes it easy for our kids to keep in touch. Natalie, Skylar, Adriana, Colin,
Yes. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
they're all in different states. So
Yeah, because when we were all growing up, I mean, we didn't really stay connected, like we do now.
Once
it's like
a
if
year.
you want to call if you wanted to, call a cousin, you walk over the wall, you grab a phone with a freaking 12-foot curly cord on it. And my mom would be like, "Is that long distance? We got to watch long distance."
Yep.
It was, yeah. I mean, we missed out on a lot, all growing up.
Nobody's present anymore. It's like you guys ever hear that book, like The Power of Now or something like that? Like, being in the moment and like what happened to that kind of that mentality? And it's crazy. And I'm guilty of this, man. Like I'm so involved with so many different things and so many distractions. But now with this pain and shit, man, like it's forcing me to slow down, number one, and then also be more present and be more intentional with my relationships and nurture the relationships that I value and I care about people, and so it's wild, man. It's like seek humility or it will find you,
Mm.
100%.
Well, that's like my daughter just came back from Italy last night. She was in Italy for 10 days with her high school choir class. And I told her, I said, because, she's got the Apple AirPod Max headphones, and she's always with them. They're always with her, always. I don't care if we go to the grocery store at the corner, she's always got them. And I said, you can use them on the flight. I said, when you get there, leave them in your hotel, locked up, do what you got to do. I said, experience what you're going there to experience. And she did. I mean, I'm glad she had her phone, because she's got about, 8,432 pictures she wants to share at some point. But that's the thing. I'm like, you need to experience the sounds around you. It's different. It's completely, because they did days in Rome, and then they went to Florence for a few days. They did a cooking class. They made pasta, and they made pesto, and they made gnocchi. I mean, and then they went to Venice, and they were able to experience Venice and take a gondola ride. And I'm like,
oh man,
you need to take it all in. Leave the AirPods, leave the headphones, just leave it. Yeah, it's just it saddens me for kids nowadays. They're so stuck on, headphones and things like that. They don't want to be bothered by outside, but they want to listen to their music, or they want to see what's going on Snapchat, or what their friend posts on TikTok 10 minutes ago. It's a tough. I can't imagine like being their age this time. I mean, I wouldn't know any better. I wouldn't, but growing up now, if I would, it's a different. Plus, I mean, us growing up back then, not having this, it saved our asses.
Yeah, definitely.
Some dumbass would have recorded something that would have, you'd have caught a felony for at some point in time.
And that's what's funny about with the kids today. Like my son is one of them, and it's like, you guys record everything, you post it online, and then you're shocked when cops are showing up at your house, or the teachers are calling you and calling us in for meetings and stuff like that. And it's like, you're an idiot. Like, if anybody ever even talked about what we did on a Friday or Saturday night at a woods party or something like that, you got the bejesus kicked out of you. You kept it within your group of circle. We didn't report what we did. It was quite the opposite. You pretended it never happened, and you take it to the grave with you.
Loose lips.
None of these kids will ever experience garage hopping or anything like that.
No.
Oh man,
nope.
Or pool hopping, when someone just put a bunch of chlorine in the pool and your nuts are on fire for the next 2 days. Yeah,
wait, isn't that the reunion? Isn't that the reunion pool?
You know what? I'm actually happy you said that, because we need
mass
to kinda,
casualty.
Yeah, we needed. Actually, Jamie saved my life 2 years ago at the reunion. Driving in the car for 4.5 hours with your family is like driving in a car with your family for like 6 weeks. All right, it's all the same to me. The fighting starts before we even hit the end of the driveway. Everybody's got to pee and off time. But anyways, we finally get to our reunion site, and our Uncle Danny has this beautiful swimming pool. It was put in late 70s, I believe it was, early 80s.
Something like that.
The problem is Uncle Danny is blind. Uncle Danny thinks that all kids do is pee in the pool. So he makes sure that he not only chlorinates the pool, but it literally becomes a toxic dump. And I get out of the car, I give Jamie a hug, everyone a hug, and I go, and I was like, wow, that pool looks so good. The water was so clear, it didn't look like there was water in it. And I'm getting ready to change, and Jamie's like, listen, man, he goes, let me test that water just to make sure that, it's okay. What'd you do? You put the stick in there, and I swear to God, it looked like it dissolved.
Yeah. That pool had so much chlorine in it that the girls' nipples were getting rashes underneath their bathing suits, remember?
Yeah.
All the kids. It was horrible.
Remember that year? Oh, my God. It was years ago when Zach was little, and he's in his 20s now, I believe. They were taking garden hoses and sticking it down their bathing suits because it was causing such burning, pain to certain areas. One year I got out of the pool. I was like, God, my nipples are killing me. I go inside the house and they're bleeding.
What?
I was like, yeah. I was like, oh,
you didn't ask me to rub them?
God, no, they hurt too much for that, and not in a good pain like you do. So every year now, everybody's on pool duty, but Jamie took a sample of that water. Me, Ed, Jamie went to the pool store, and they're like, dude, you can't put anybody in this. They're going to die.
Don't.
Like we were draining the pool, trying to put new water in as we're draining it. Like,
what were we doing? We're putting baking soda. I don't remember. We were doing all kinds of shit. Because that's, I mean, with all the kids, they all gravitate towards the pool. I mean, even our wives, they'll sit along the pool with their legs in, they got a drink, they're enjoying themselves, but the pool was just that bad. Yeah, it's like you put one of them dipsticks in, and then you come out. It was like almost like a movie where it dissolves in front of your face.
Mhm.
You're like, this isn't good. This is not.
Hey, like
Yeah.
Roger Rabbit in the dip. Remember the dip in
Yes.
Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
100%. If I would have gone in that pool, no joke, I would have been taken to the hospital by ambulance. There's no
You
question. It
puss.
would have been absolutely horrible. What was that?
Said you puss.
Yeah, you first.
Listen, I know
would-
my boundaries. I don't go in the pool. I won't take my shirt off, my fat ass.
Hey,
Well, no,
Doc,
I jump in
Yeah.
a pool wearing a winter jacket and jeans. I don't want to scare anybody, but I mean, I'll tell you, man, the only guy who didn't care about being a fat guy and swimming was Uncle Dom. James,
Yeah.
do you
love,
remember?
love. Yeah, it was my grandfather's baby brother. Yeah,
Yeah, he was the youngest of what was it, 9 kids?
I
Holy
think so.
My grandmother
Wow.
was second youngest. And I remember that one reunion, I was real little, and Uncle Dom was jumping off and down the diving board. Now, when he stood on the diving board, dude, it was like, bloop, like just standing on it, right? So he stands back, and everyone's cheering him on, and he jumps off that, and a crack of thunder and lightning hits right above his head. He hit that water, and he looked like Jesus running on top of water to get out of that pool.
But but he would do belly flops just to mess with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
He was fantastic. He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole family. It's just like it's going back to the 80s again and having one more reunion with all the family members who have passed. I
Mhm.
mean, we've lost a lot.
Yeah, we have.
But
We lost the major people that kept it going. All the elders. A lot of them are gone, and
yeah.
if we want it, it's going to fall on us from now on.
Mm-hmm.
You got the torch.
It
Pass
has
the torch.
fallen.
Well,
Mhm.
true.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, some of the stories that come out of that, I mean, it to me, it's one of my most favorite places. Get to see these guys all the time. It gets frustrating. You have family members who are in different opinions and whatnot, but
No.
yeah, I won't
What
name any
going on,
names,
right?
but it's true. But you know what? You get together for that weekend, and most people put any of their differences aside, and we
Yeah.
have fun and we interact, and our kids are growing up together. If it wasn't for, I mean, this is going to be what, our 64th or 5th reunion since.
Oh, really?
65th or 66th, I think.
Oh,
Somewhere.
okay, yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere in there. Not 100%.
If it wasn't for this, we'd never know who each other are. I mean, I
Yeah.
have family on my mom's dad's side that live here in Buffalo that I haven't seen since I was like 8 years old.
Without
Yeah.
that, this wouldn't be a thing. Our relationships wouldn't be a thing. We
100%.
wouldn't know one another.
No,
100%.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Our kids
that's
have all grown up together.
my family used to do stuff like that every year, and we always look forward to it, especially as kids. That was the highlight of the year, is getting to go to Auntie Blanche's house and be by the gazebo, the pool, and pick blackberries and go sneak off into the basement and drink my uncle's wine that he made. And
Nice.
yeah, we stopped doing that. It's got to be over a decade since I've had a family get together like that.
Yeah. Well, these guys have been like my brothers since I was little, because I'm the youngest one out of all of them. They're what, 53. They just said I'm going to be 46. So I
Yeah,
couldn't really go.
I thought you were 17 still.
Yeah. Still waiting for that invite.
18 was that mark.
I was 20. So, I couldn't always go out with these guys when they went to the bars and, hung out together.
Casino.
Yeah, kind of had to hang back. I remember one night our cousin Gino and his wife, we were staying at their house, and Jamie's brother stuck around and hung with me, so I wasn't alone. And I'll tell you, cousin David, he's always got something to make your own party. So
He comes party prepared.
I just remember ordering a bunch of Dominoes and having our own party, and then wake up the next day with I think it was you, Jamie, and Gino. Like, what did you guys do last night? I was like, I really don't know, but we had a good time. So,
yeah, my brother likes to participate in the THCs. He likes that a little bit.
just a little bit. I'll tell you maybe we should do our little round circle here, but one of my favorite things when we were kids was our Aunt Ann in particular. The boy cousins were never allowed to sleep where the girl cousins were, and I just used to always laugh at that. And then you realize you're in Pennsylvania, so I guess it was kind of common in that area. But it was just
no. It is not legal to marry a cousin here in Pennsylvania, but you know where it is? New York.
Is it really?
Yes,
that doesn't.
I've always I had a bunch of hot cousins, but it was like I wasn't never gonna
Wait, what?
I was never gonna do that.
Video. You're on video.
Yeah. They don't watch
Chef
it.
leans in. He leans in. He goes, "I had some hot cousins up there."
Yeah. Okay, Joe Dirt.
Well, I
That's
say it all
deer
the
tag.
time. I say it all the time with our wives. You'd be like, "Listen, I'm married in. I don't have to worry about that cousin shit.
That's safe as can be.
Any of the wives of mine, I'm safe."
Yeah, that's a full buffet for Ed at our family reunion.
And he's like, I want that one, that one. Hell yeah.
I got one cousin, it's a dude, so that's
That's not the hot one, right?
Told you be careful what you say today.
Rare form, fellas. Rare form.
Oh my goodness.
This brings out the deviant in me.
Yep.
diabolical,
Unfortunately,
Jamie. That was
it's me. I
diabolical.
apologize.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh my
Ed,
gosh.
listen, Ed was always awesome. When he came into this family, I don't remember. I know you guys weren't married yet because I was underage at the time.
Was it? Go ahead.
What year did you come to the family? Like started dating Kristen?
Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble. 90, 91, 94. I'm really not sure. It's the electric shock. I don't remember things.
You want me to play a sound effect while you go ahead? Tell 'em.
91, 94.
Somewhere
But
in there. Somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere in there. But you couldn't go the first year. You had to be like dating 1 year or something like that.
You had to
Wasn't
be
that
close
the
to
rule?
marriage. Basically, was the rule back
Yeah.
then. You
Yeah.
had to be serious.
That doesn't exist now.
No, but I remember when
Boyfriend
Ed
of the week is here.
1995.
Yeah.
What?
The first, like,
Oh,
your
boy,
first
see,
year
I
in
just
the
got yelled at. It
reunion.
was 95 was the first year.
No, your first year in the reunion, 1996.
Oh.
1995, we got into the car accident.
That's true. 96 was my first year at the
96.
reunion.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's my cousin
Okay.
Kristen, who does not need a microphone and can be on this show from across the street.
She's gonna whoop your ass, Seabass.
Oh,
yeah, but I'm
forget
just
it.
going to get it in now and be done with it. So
July's
but
coming
she-
quick. You better watch out.
Holy shit!
Yeah. She's gonna come welcome you when you open your car door, and it's gonna be ugly.
you mean my car door? Yeah.
Man.
She does that
All
accent,
right.
huh? I heard that accent from across the street.
You should hear my sister-in-law's accent. Get it?
Oh, yeah?
Kristen's not bad.
Straight out of
Kristen's is-
Brooklyn.
Kristen's has fallen way off. Hers isn't bad. You talk about her Kristen's sister?
That's an accent, boy.
That's
You need a
heavy.
you need a translator.
Funny story. Funny story. Kristen's sister, Ed's wife, Jen calls me or calls my wife, calls Mandy, and says, "Hey," and I can't do it. My wife does it, makes me laugh, but she goes, "Do you watch hardcore porn?" and my wife was like, No, Jen, I don't watch hardcore porn. That's not my thing. She goes, "No, hardcore porn." And my wife's like, "All I hear is hardcore porn." She goes, PAWN. And Mandy's like, "Oh, hardcore porn." Because it was filmed in Detroit. And I guess Jen loved the show. It was just funny. It was just, I remembered that. Hardcore porn. And my wife's like, "No, sorry, I don't watch hardcore porn. Not at all."
Well, when I first started coming to the reunion, I didn't hang out with you guys at first. It was
No.
Jen who was hanging out with you at that time.
Who was it?
Yeah.
I don't know how it changed or when it changed, but
When we all found
know.
out we had the same sense of humor and most of the family didn't like us.
well, yeah, we are the outcasts.
Absolutely.
We're all sitting at one end of the patio or sitting at the other end of the patio and let everybody do their shit in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Just spectate
Yeah.
from the outside.
And then Kristen's dad will come over. You want to smoke a cigar? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to smoke a cigar. That man has always got like 20 or 30 cigars, all different kinds. And he just
Yeah.
the reunion is I look forward to it. It is a fantastic time. There's always a little bit of drama. I mean, there's a lot of people there. It's going to happen,
Mhm.
but for the most part, the food, we mentioned this in a past episode, everybody takes turns cooking, lunch, dinners, things like that. And, Ed and Kristen, Joe and Katie, me and my wife. And we usually do dinners on Friday nights. We do sausage and peppers or whatever, but
Pesto.
And the
it's
pesto.
in the pesto, the pot. Yep. It's a great time. And we cherish it. I've cherished it for years. There was a point in time where I didn't go for years. I was not there for years. I think drinking had taken over my life for a while, and I was more interested in getting hammered all the time, or I drank myself out of money and I couldn't make it. But I had a problem. But now, it's like I talked to my dad last night. He goes, "Are you going?" I said, "Trying to work things out," because my wife's got a retail store now and she doesn't have help. So it's like, do we shut it down? What do we do? So we're talking about that, trying to figure that out. But yeah, it's that time of the year where you're like, and time when we leave the reunion, for me, time drags. Yeah, I talked to Joe, I talked to Kristen and Ed, and our little group, we talk a lot. But time drags. But it seems like after Christmas, it kind of speeds up for me. It's like, okay, reunion's just in a few months. But then again, that 4th of July weekend, after that, it's like, in West Michigan, and Joe probably gets the same. It's like you have, we do the reunion. Everybody comes out and hangs out here in West Michigan, and then all of a sudden it's like Christmas. It's like snows
Yep.
on the ground. So wishing, can't wait for the reunion, but it's just it goes so fast. It goes so fast.
We will definitely have to do our show from the reunion at the patio.
I think
and
it'd be hilarious.
add some clips
That
of
would
the
be
stuff that
funny.
we do. Catch Ed
Mhm.
when he's on one of his, his
Oh,
little
tirade. Listen, the one time I fell asleep, you never fall asleep
No.
on a chair or something.
Don't do it.
Who was
Yeah, no.
taking pictures, pretending to put nipples in my mouth, and I
Wasn't
think
that
I
the-
have those pictures. Gino,
I was gonna say,
trying
wasn't
to
that
put his
the?
nipple in my.
I was gonna, no. It wasn't his nipple. Don't lie. That was the year that he was hanging his nutsack over people's faces, and then we started photoshopping them in front of everybody else.
I don't remember that. I don't know.
Oh, I got a picture on my phone.
I know.
I don't know if that's something
That
I would
was
even
for
bring
you.
up, Joe.
Yeah,
It
right.
wasn't me.
Wasn't that from your wedding when Kristen and I and Gino and Michelle slept in the camper outside your house?
No, it was my sister's wedding.
Your sister's
Yeah, it
wedding.
was my
That's what that
sister-
picture's from.
10 years
Because
ago this
Michelle
year.
took the picture.
10 years.
10 years already. Yeah. Wow,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
when we were at the wedding. I looked down. Gino and I were like, we need to go smoke a cigarette because those guys are messing with our cousin Joe. And Gino and I went out and stood behind them guys. They're busting Joey's balls so bad. I'm like, I told Gino, I said, we'll just start. And we're at the yacht club, right? It was a yacht club, Joe? Or it was right on the water.
Right on the water.
Mine was at the yacht club, but this one was
That
on
was
the
on
water.
Grand Island.
Yeah.
Grand Island.
Yeah.
But Christie's was there on the water. Because
Yes,
you
it was
had
on
your
the-
back.
yeah.
Yeah, Gino and I were talking about throwing a couple of those guys overboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because they're busting your balls so bad.
I remember.
It was people I worked with. So my brother-in-law worked at the same place I did, and then got on a career fire department. So a lot of the guys that were there from his platoon and stuff I knew. So this one kid, he's just got a big mouth. Nobody really likes him, but he's running his mouth. He's busting my stones, and all of a sudden I see Jamie and Gino walk up behind him. And I have a smirk on my face. He goes, "What the hell's so funny?" I said, "Nothing." He goes, "What, are you getting mad at me? You going to do something?" I said, "I'm not going to do anything." I said, "See those two guys behind you? Those are the guys that are going to do something." And he turned around and his color just completely drained.
Yeah, he looks over one shoulder and I'm standing there, and he looks over his other shoulder. And mind you, Gino is what, 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller than me?
Oh, yeah.
And we're both in black suits, and he's like,
So.
Yeah, and not to mention he owned the cement company by then. So
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can get rid of anybody. Crime scene cleanup, Jamie, and
yeah.
cement Gino.
Yep, absolutely.
don't mess with my family. You want to mess with me? Fine. Don't mess with my family.
All right.
Yeah.
How tall
Talking
are you,
about
Jamie?
pictures.
What's that, Ed?
Talking about pictures, since I had to tell my shit story, we have a very nice picture of Jamie. He has the smoothest, no hair, smoothest ass you could ever. you could ever imagine. It's like a baby's ass.
Oh, yeah, smooth.
Get
Yeah.
it? You want to see it real quick? I mean, I can.
Rub some
Kristen has
butter
the
on that
picture.
thing.
They put that picture on my wife's phone one day when she
Oh,
left the
oh,
the
you
phone down.
Yeah. That is there. That is out there. But Gino always gave me shit. He goes, "There's no way that your ass is that smooth." I'm like, he goes, "You gotta shave it or you gotta whack." I'm like, I'll pull my pants down right now. If you want to feel it, you're more than welcome to. Have a ball. If it really excites you,
knock yourself out.
no, it's just the way it is.
Excites
Well,
me.
I mean, shit. You look at my legs. It looks like I shaved my legs. I've got about 9 hairs combined on
Hey.
both legs.
Same here, bro. I get made fun of all the time for that shit. I'm like, I can't help it. I don't know what the fuck, why I don't have hair on my legs. Never
My
have.
dad's the same way. My dad's brother's the same way.
My-
Actually,
my
looks
dad's-
like my uncle has them always shaved, but it's
What
just
is that?
I don't know if it's the Italian some port. I don't know. I don't
gotta-
know.
We got to have a fact check. You know? Like Joe Rogan's always pulling up shit like, hey, check
Yeah.
the screen. You know?
Yep.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't care. I like the fact I ain't got, you know?
Doesn't bother me any. I don't really give a shit one way or another.
Well,
But yeah, Gino's like, there's no way in hell. I'm like, why would I lie about it? Why?
My wife-
just because you've got to shave your ass, it is what it is.
And my
It
wife
is.
is jealous that I don't have hair on my legs. She got shave.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm bald too.
Jamie,
I'm like,
was Ed around for the infamous Rocky Horror Picture Show event?
No.
No,
How old were
no.
you
wasn't
then?
there.
me, I had to have been probably 13, 14, maybe 15, maybe.
Yeah. I remember hearing the story that
Oh yeah.
we used to. So at our family reunion, there wasn't a whole lot to do other than eat, swim. You know, there's no social media. So every year we would get a newspaper, and we would pick out a movie, and everybody would go to a movie and watch it. Well, back then, I was obviously too young for this. You guys went and saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show where they showed the movie and did a live performance, correct?
Mhm.
You want to tell that story since I wasn't there? This isn't family. I mean, this is like family infamy for him.
Yeah, I left a mark somewhere along the lines. So I had no idea what we were going to see. And I don't even know who I actually went with because my mom and dad didn't go, but I don't know. So we go there and people are coming with suitcases and I'm like, what the hell is this? What are we going into? Well, I didn't know at Rocky Horror Picture Shows you bring stuff to throw and this and that, and people have it was crazy. People were dressing up. It was a big, it was one of those not cult classics. Is that the term I'm looking for?
No, it's called. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cult classic.
cult
now, yeah.
classic. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, people would come in with suitcases. And I'm like, what in the hell? And I felt left out and dumb and retarded at the same time. So people are throwing shit and doing their
Squirt
thing. And
guns.
I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, what do I do? So I grabbed the fire extinguisher off the wall.
Great.
And it wasn't the powder fire extinguisher. It was the one that was the water with the really tiny nozzle that probably came out at 77,000, I don't know, PSI, whatever you want to look. And I hosed the crowd down. And I think if we fact check it a little more, I think Rose, or Ed's mother-in-law Rose there, I think I knocked her contacts out of her eyes. Somebody.
Or Rose.
Not my.
They tossed you for that, didn't they?
Yeah, I sat on the curb the whole 3-hour movie. That was right into early on. So I sat outside on the curb for 3 hours, and they were not happy with me. No wonder my dad always kept me locked in a fucking closet growing up. I was just a disgrace.
But do you notice that did anybody catch that last part? He sat on the curb for 3 hours because the rest of the family still stayed inside to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's your
Hell
punishment.
yeah.
Sit on the curb.
Yeah, I guess so.
and that was just, dude. My dad. Yeah, it was not my brightest moment. I mean, I don't have very many bright moments anyway throughout my whole life. I mean, I could go through stories and maybe even talk about a field fire that I started when I was probably 13 years old, but I won't do that. But yeah, I was just dumb, man.
Hey,
I
Jamie,
was just borderline
you're the
wheelchair
smart.
dude.
No, that's what my wife says to me. She's like, "You're the smartest dumbass I know." But Ed said something about garage hopping. Now, what came to my mind when he said that, right? So I jumped off the roof of a garage into the shallow end of a pool when I was 15 years old. I hit my head. They
That
called me Bush.
explains it.
Yeah. So Jamie, because me and Jamie were talking about memory loss, right? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I asked him a question. He answered it like, and 10 minutes later, I'm asking him the same fucking question. He's like, "Bro, are you okay? Like, you just asked me." And then, but yeah, I hit my fucking head. Yep.
I'm like, do you have short-term memory problems? And I'm thinking it's because of the spinal shit.
Well,
Pinching a nerve, or no, dude, I jumped off and sailor dive into a freaking shallow into a pool. Something I would do.
Unconscious for 36 hours. My father had to come find me in a neighbor's yard, like 2 miles away from the house. Yep. And my asshole friend pulled me out of the pool. They didn't call the hospital, nothing, because it was like we were like 15, 16 years old, and we weren't supposed to be drinking at Ashley's house. You know what I mean? So
garage hopping for us because I'm sorry,
no,
our properties were so close. Our properties were so close together that we literally jumped from garage to garage to garage to see who can get the furthest.
Right. Okay.
But,
yeah.
We had this family lived around the corner from me on one of the most busiest roads. And this was mid 90s. And it was like 7 boys in the family and a couple girls. Real scummy, dirty
Catholics.
House. Yeah, right. Or just needed more rent money every year.
Whatever.
They were huge. They were huge into wrestling, WWF wrestling at the time.
Yes.
And we would go walk.
I know where this is going.
We would go walk down the street to the store, and they were literally on top of the roof, jumping off the roof on top of each other in the front yard using old couches.
Yep.
It was just unbelievable what these people were doing, hitting each other with full blown chairs. And then they would spill out in the middle of the road. I'm not kidding you. This is like one of the most major roads driving through our area, Niagara Falls Boulevard, and they're acting as if they're on TV shows, pushing people on top of cars. It was insane.
Hey,
that's something.
My buddies and I, there was like 4 or 5 of us, right? We'd get boxing gloves. We'd have team boxing matches, like where you could fucking sucker punch each other. You'd be fighting with one dude, somebody would come out of nowhere, boom. It was fun. We had blast doing that kind of shit. But yeah, and then suplexing people onto tables and getting the chair. Somebody's getting hurt. Everybody going out and playing, somebody's getting hurt.
Just taking it to the next level. I mean, you
have kids do that today, and they're in therapy for the rest of their life. Right. we just call that Saturday.
Which is probably where we should all be, in therapy.
Did you watch the one episode where that lady told me and Jamie we should be in therapy?
Yes, I did.
We're gonna increase your dose. We're gonna increase your dose. You're getting some more med.
But see, shit like that, Joe, what you're talking about, the WWE stuff, the backyard brawls, I just call that natural selection. This shit's going to work itself out.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
No warning labels on anything when we were kids.
No. You look at a shampoo bottle, do not insert into any orifice.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are you
kidding?
Not
for nothing. Did you ever see some of them Pantene bottles? I could see why some women get that idea in their head.
Well, the same, like our middle daughter Skylar, she bought this brand new curling iron. Says the same thing on a curling iron. Do not insert into any orifice. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's because
they have to put it on there because somebody did it, and they sued the company because it didn't say it. Come on.
Whole new version of curling your hair.
Come on.
Even back then though, even back to the wrestling stuff, even when the cops showed up, it was like an NHL fight today where they just sat there and waited till you were done.
Yeah,
right? Let them tire themselves out, then we'll arrest them.
For shit's sakes, that's something.
We played roller hockey, believe it or not, a lot when I was early teens. We had full uniform, full knee pads, the shin pads, the whole 9 yards. My friend
Mhm.
had all the goalie equipment, but he refused to wear a mask. So we broke his nose like 3 times because he refused to wear a goalie's mask.
Well, this isn't the hockey of
Crazy.
1940s. Come on now.
Yeah.
We used
You
to
never
use a
wore
roll of
masks?
electrical tape as the puck.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We used a ball. What was it? Like not a racquetball, but damn, they're like plastic and
The
hollow.
Mylick balls.
Yeah.
Mylick balls. Yeah,
Mhm.
Mylick. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a
Rollerblade.
street. That was
We
a
never
street
wore
hockey deal.
pads. We never wore
Yeah.
masks. None of that shit. We were breaking bones.
We used to. Our neighborhood used to everyone had their own team, and we would travel to different streets, and we would actually get into full blown fights, and balls would fly and break windows of people's houses, and
Oh yeah.
But again, you don't see that stuff today, which is actually pretty sad. These kids are missing out on a lot of cool stuff.
Hey, there's a house down the street from my house right now. I actually do see like 12, 15 kids, playing soccer, they're playing football, and it's so refreshing to see. But you're right. You don't.
Wait. Their kids are outside the house?
Yeah. Shit, you're not. Yep.
After they watched a YouTube video on how to play.
Right. I'm just shocked that they actually went outside, but that's good. I
Listen,
like
I
hearing
think-
that.
Yeah.
Our neighborhood's getting busier. We have this little scooter gang. My daughter's part of it. They're zipping around on these e-scooters and these e-bikes and all sorts of stuff, and just cutting in and out of cars, and but it's nice to see them out doing stuff. And my daughter asked, she goes, "Dad, did you have a scooter growing up?" I said, "I did," and we had to use our foot, and we actually had you went as fast as your foot would go. Yeah,
Razor scooters or whatever they were called.
No,
yeah.
I had I think it was Valtera. They had mini bike tires that you inflate them, and but there's no bearings in them, so you had to push super hard for that goddamn thing to move. And I remember I got it for Christmas. I tried it for the first day. I went 3 houses. I dropped it on the ground, walked home. So I'm not using this thing.
Hey, what was that toy that? Like, it wasn't a pogo stick, right? But it was like a green ball, and then it had like a thing.
Pogo ball.
Yeah, I remember
Pogo
them.
ball?
Pogo ball. I had one of those.
Did you? I could never fucking get that shit working right. I had no the coordination. I just couldn't figure that fucking thing out, and it's like a simple thing,
I was
pretty
too
good at
fat and didn't have the balance.
Well, I was definitely fat. I had the balance, and the only downside was every time I jumped on it, the plastic
you
ring
go.
would hit the pavement.
Yeah,
I'd go all the way to the pavement, come all the way back up, and all the way back down. Yeah.
You're like,
Do you remember
is this
what
the point of this?
You remember when you were little? Do you just remember big wheels? I know Jamie has to remember big wheels.
yeah.
Absolutely.
The plastic ones.
Yeah.
I had a metal one. It had metal frame rails and everything, and I was so fat that I kept breaking it up where it welds to the head. And my father, always into cars, he used to weld it back together like once a month because I kept cracking it.
We had power wheels growing up. So I had an ATV 3-wheeler, and my brother had the Bigfoot truck. And again,
well, you must have been rich.
No, grandma and grandpa bought it. It was at their house, not our house. So I'm driving on the 3-wheeler, and my battery would never last very long because it was carrying too much weight. But I noticed
the toy is rated for the weight. The toy is rated for the weight. The battery's like,
fuck you, yeah.
But I noticed that a friend of mine that lived not next door, but my grandparents' property line and theirs connected. He parked the exact same Power Wheels on the side of his house. So I was like, I went over, swapped out the battery, put it in mine, and we were good to go. And then a couple weeks later, I saw him, and I was like, "Hey, man, I never see on your." We used to call him the ATV. He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "I think because my parents were leaving it outside, my battery died. I charged it and only lasted a few minutes." I was like, "Oh, that's terrible."
That's
and then this
bad.
was the kicker. We can't afford to buy a new battery. I was like, "Oh."
Well, not for nothing, but you could buy the whole toy back then for like $100 and some, but the battery or replacement battery is like $200 and something.
Right. It was cheaper
our
just to buy a
kids
new
had
one.
Yeah, I mean, our kids had like one of those Barbie Jeeps, and me being a dumbass, I left the battery in the garage over the winter, and the battery took a shit, and went to buy a new one. I'm like, you guys want to push the Jeep around the yard? You can do that, but I'm not buying another battery.
No Amazon back then to get the Chinese batteries.
Yeah, you can get Chinese
for
batteries for
half
like
the price.
$3, and yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, my
Yeah.
ribs are guys. My neck is hurting. My ass is hurting. Now my balls are hurting. I got a pizza back. I drank all this damn water. So I think we got to wrap this up. As fun as this has been, but I love this, man. Like, you guys are so fucking cool. And now there's a third one. Like, what the fuck, you know? Thank you.
We need to get Brother Ed on here more often. 100%, hands down.
I didn't know what it was going to be
episode.
like. I thought I was going to have a little bit of stage fright here, but this was fun. I'd definitely do it again.
Oh yeah, we'd love to.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, yeah. I can't tell you what the show was about today, and I'm gonna have a hell of a time. The summary and the notes and shit. Like,
you'll be fine. You'll figure it out.
Thank God for AI. That's all I gotta say. Shit.
Yeah.
The next time we'll pick up with rabbis for retards.
Yes.
All right, and
that's a good one to leave on too. People are watching this. Yeah, you got to watch the next one. When Ed comes back, the notorious casino trip.
God.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I think there's a video floating around too.
There is, and I can't believe you didn't get thrown out. People really bought into that, like
100%.
No, your wife was the best. She fed right into it.
Yeah, well, because she's pretty much won herself. So,
hey, we'll
she
end.
doesn't.
I mean, end this, guys.
My wife walked away, and your wife fed right into it.
You guys, I mean, it is funny when you see Ed and my wife get together. I mean, they feed off each other. They literally have no fear, no embarrassment. They could have their own show doing this kind of stuff. Like, it reminds me of kind of like the Impractical Jokers, but completely inappropriate.
And in that same trip, there's Mandy, my wife Mandy, and then Ed's wife Kristen were like 40 feet back, watching them walk through the casino with Ed in a wheelchair. But I don't want to give too much though.
Too much.
Man, I see where this is going. I see where this.
Will you watch me when they go get the car?
And somebody
the security guy at the door.
No more. We gotta save this shit.
Yeah,
we
gotta
gold.
save it. We gotta save it.
Yes.
And that's a wrap. This is episode 7, another episode of Lowcountry fucking crazy lunatics here. And it's been a pleasure. I'm Chef Giuseppe, and I'm
Thanks
going
for having me.
Hey,
absolutely. Thank you for being on, Ed. Thanks for watching.
Anytime.
Love you
We'll
guys.
see you guys soon. Love y'all.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Love you.
boys.